do not forgive somebody who has hurt you, then it means you are telling God that deal with me as I've also dealt with that person.
Wow. If I train my child such that he comes out of school and he cannot do an alternative job, then I think as a parent, I am failing.
The midnight that you cannot sleep and thinking about this child, tell yourself, Lord, I hand over this my wayward child unto you.
It is not about the job the person is doing in terms of what we think. But at the end of the day, is it the will of God?
I think that it's very unhealthy for couples to be talking about breaking up and threatening them. It doesn't really solve. If the person is unrepentant, that cannot change it. Start with prayer.
One of the sickness that I pray to God everybody will get one in his life before they die and become a ghost is toothache. I don't know if you had toothache before.
I've had it before. You can't sleep.
The anointing doesn't solve it. No.
Watch Weekend Family Review with Dollarich every Saturday at 8:30 a.m. and a repeat at 7 p.m. Weekend Family Review, bringing the families together and reshaping society for tomorrow's generations.
Hello, precious viewers. Wow, welcome to yet another beautiful weekend with us here on GTV Live. You know, this is the Weekend Family Review Show with me, Evangelist Johnny Cole, Dollarich, and here we say we are bringing the families together, reshaping society for tomorrow's generation. It's all about you, your family, and the well-being of your home. Here, we discuss every issue that has to do with the family coming together, getting the best from God, and living in harmony. Call somebody to tune in to watch the program. And we still have our WhatsApp line up screen and our Facebook page, Weekend Review with Dollar. Just get connected with us. Let's do the show together. Every day or every weekend we come your way with a scripture. So today we want to look at another scripture from the book of Psalms, chapter 23 and the verse 4. It says, "Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for thou art with me, and thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me." Trust me, no matter what the valley of shadow the family is going through, if only you can trust God, no matter what the evil one has cast upon the family, no matter what the dark cloud the devil has cast over the family, if only you can trust God, lift the family onto the altar of God, you see deliverance, you see breakthrough, you see the blessings of God. This day, I trust God for your family, that you and your family will enjoy the best from God. We'll take this quick break. When we come, we'll be doing our topic of the week. But let me take this opportunity to salute Bishop Dr. Yao Owusu Ansah. It's your birthday. You are being celebrated all over, and I want to take this opportunity on my platform to say we love you, we salute you. You are a father. You are such a blessing to us. And my family, we say we love you so much. God richly bless you. And those of you also celebrating your birthday, happy birthday to all of you, wherever you are. We love you. We'll be right back after this break.
Weekend Family View. My name is Akoso Japan, and I want you to be watching Weekend Family View with Dollarich. If you hear Dollarich, he's a rich man, and he gives you rich words that you never ever forget. Stay tuned and always enjoy. I love you so much. Bye.
Greetings to all of you. I want you to watch Weekend Family Review with Dollarich. Now, this is a platform where you get deeper understanding from the spiritual side, what family is about. All of us, our source is a family. So it is here you can get answers, insight, and foresight as to what your family will be. Keep watching. Don't lose it. Next week.
You're welcome back, and thank you so much for staying on, and the program still continues, and it is the Weekend Family Review Show right here on GTV Live. And you know, here we say we are bringing the families together and reshaping society for tomorrow's generations. It's all about you and the well-being of your home. We love you so much. Now, we want to do our topic of the week, but please, we still have our WhatsApp line up screen and our Facebook page, Weekend Review with Dollar. Just get connected with us. Let's do the show together. But let me remind you, Sunday, we are meeting at Life International Church. We are meeting to pray. It's Redeeming the Family Glory. You know, Redeeming the Family Glory is 2 years, and week upon week, month upon month, we meet with families to pray. And here when we meet is the extension of this program showing every Sunday at 10 p.m. on this same network. And it's about bringing the families together, holding hands with every family member, praying for that glory that God has given to the family to come to pass. Don't miss it. Just follow us even as we do this program to his praise and to his glory. It's all about you and the family, redeeming the family glory. It's a prayer time for the family. Don't miss it. You know what? We want to do our topic of the week, and I'm so blessed having these wonderful friends of mine to be on this set with me. And they said ladies first, so I'll do the lady first. And on my immediate left is this beautiful woman, a woman on fire for God, and she's in the person of Apostle Lillian Kuma. She's in charge of Disciples of Christ Ministries. When you get to Wager Junction, you'll find her billboard there, so beautiful. She's right at the junction, and she's here with us to be a blessing. You're welcome.
Thank you.
How are you?
I'm doing great.
You're looking good.
Thank God.
Wow, wow. How is the bishop of the house?
Oh, he's doing well.
Wow, and the family, everybody's doing well. Wow, wow, wow.
Yeah.
You're welcome once again.
Thank you.
Wow, wow.
Yes,
And then on my far left is a man I respect so much, and I was sharing a testimony somewhere that anytime you talk to me, tell my brother, don't worry. And he's been a blessing to me and my family and to my ministry, especially Redeeming the Family Glory. He's always supporting us here and there. And he's in the person of Reverend Ben New Life Zoto, Faith Chapel Assemblies of God. When you get to McCarthy Hill Junction, he's right there. Don't get missed. I mean, he's right there, and he's here with us to be a blessing. Rev, you're welcome.
Thank you.
How are you? How are you, please?
Doing well.
Wow, wow. It's good to see you.
Thank you.
Wow, wow. And viewers, quickly let's tackle our topic for the day. And today we want to look at child discipline and upbringing. Child discipline and upbringing. How we train our children, how we discipline them. You know, Councillor Luttrell will say now we are doing zookeeping, and it's quite unfortunate that some children in some homes are very difficult to bend. But whose fault is it? I mean, let's look at it. How best we can discipline our children to take up godly behavior and godly lifestyle, and so that the family can also relax and enjoy the grace of God. Let me go to the man first. Reverend Zotu.
Thank you, my brother. I want to say good morning to all the viewers. I believe this is a very important topic, and I'm happy to be part of discussion of this topic.
Wow.
Now, we all know children are tomorrow leaders.
Wow.
So the kind of training we give them today will determine how the future is going to be, not only for the family, the community, the society, but the world as a whole. Before I proceed, let me say this story, something that happened to me.
Wow.
Before I take off. One day I really wanted to discipline my boy because of something he did. Out of anger, I was beating him, and then he got hurt.
Wow.
I felt bad. Later on, I apologized to him. Another incident happened, and I beat him up. So he went to the room, picked my old picture when I was in middle school then. Then he wrote on the picture, "This is the man I hate so much."
Wow.
Later on, I sat back and I noticed that, one, and we all know there is difference between discipline and punishment. There is a big difference. We discipline out of love, and we punish out of anger.
Wow.
This is somebody will say, from my sanctified imagination.
That's right.
Okay. We discipline out of love, and then we punish out of anger. Discipline is about nurturing and directing.
Wow.
Okay. Discipline is about guiding. Discipline is about correction. Discipline is about taking off uncalled for behavior or attitude, and then inculcating good moral values. So when you are disciplining somebody, the mind is I am correcting the person. I am guiding the person. But when you come with punishment, I want you to feel pain for what you've done. So I want to say that we discipline out of love and we punish out of anger. When a child goes wrong, you want to correct that child. That is discipline. Don't do that with the intention that I want him or her to feel pain. When you do that, you are leading the child to do more of what he or she did. In other words, when it happened, that child will say something different or will lie to cover up. That's right. I also believe that the vision you have for your children, where you want your children to be, determines the kind of discipline you give to them. When you discipline your child, what is your mind? That is the most important thing.
The motive behind
the discipline. And we should also know that we are saying children. Children, I believe that between especially 1 to 4 or 5 years, they may not know right from wrong. So in the process of correcting them, that is a form of discipline. So know that the person or he or she is a child who needed to be corrected. So if you go in out of anger, you will do the wrong thing.
Wow.
Let me end for now.
I'll come back to you. And the program still continues, and it is the Weekend Family Review Show right here on GTV Life, and we are discussing child discipline and upbringing, how best we can get it right when it has to do with correcting our children, giving them that path to choose. I mean, that way of them to tread, so that whichever way we want them to grow up, I mean, we'll get to see the best result at the end of the day. And I'm here with Reverend Ben New Life Zotu and Lady Apostle Lillian Kuma, and it's going to get quite interesting. But we still have our WhatsApp line up screen and our Facebook page, Weekend Review with Dollarich. Just get connected with us. Let's do the show together. And let me go to the Lady Apostle. Now, I know Bible says that, I mean, you spare the rod and you spoil the child. I mean, we'll quote it all over the place. But how can we use the rod correctly, if I have to say it that way?
Wow, yeah, that is, again, I think it's a very interesting program for the family, and it's necessary we understand this child discipline and their upbringing. But I'll come to your question, but I want to take us back a little.
That's right.
You see, the whole discipline is a system that we need to put in place.
That's right.
Yeah, and every family must understand this, that discipline is non-negotiable.
Wow.
Because the way your child behaves out there defines the family.
Whoa.
When your child goes out there, the way he talks, the way he behaves quickly, points out, do you came from a home? Sometime in a kind of, that means it's an insult to the whole family. So we have to understand that discipline is a responsibility for the entire family. The nation, and the church at a level. We have to take it serious.
Wow.
And it shouldn't start only when a child makes mistakes or do the right thing or the wrong thing. It should be a standard that this is how we do our things in the house.
Whoa.
So quickly as the child is even coming up, he should know, you can't do this to daddy, you can't do this to mommy, you can't do this to your brother. It is not acceptable. So the rules and the regulation must be there. We must set the
system must be in place.
The system must be in place, right from the belly. Right from the womb. Yeah, the child should come up knowing what is not allowed. You remember there was this program where I think I was invited, and they were talking about women abuse. And I said I won't deal with the men, I want to deal with the women. Everybody was like, what are you talking about? I said, yeah. Women, we bring the boys up in the house. And when they are growing up, we tell them, hey, men don't cry when they are crying. So a boy grows up knowing that you are not supposed to cry in front of a woman. And that is a style. hardly will you see, even if I beat you, you still have to come out and say, if you don't want this woman, I will beat her. Me, I'm beating you. Because your culture, your parents have taught you not to cry as a man. Then why don't we teach them that don't beat your wife? Why don't we teach them that it's ungentle to beat a woman? So we have the responsibility to bring them up. And when we sow that seed in them, they will grow up being naturally disciplined.
Wow.
So, like you are saying, if I have set the rules and regulations in the house, you know your limits, you know your do's and don'ts, and then you go against it, then I shouldn't spare the rod. But in this case, as Daddy said, it shouldn't be out of anger. You know, some parents, they are not disciplining their children. They are actually punishing their husbands. when you are angry with your husband and your son cross you, in an attempt to insult the man.
You want to settle the score.
You can't beat the man. You want to use the boy as an... In this, you are sowing a bitter seed in the boy. Or the child. That child will grow up being bitter, thinking, why my mother doesn't love me, my father. But when he knows that I did wrong, Daddy said I shouldn't steal, and I stole. So when that cane is stretched on him, maybe at the initial stage out of pain, he may react. But as he grows, you know, oh no, that was not meant to destroy me. It was a good start. So I think before we talk about discipline, the parents or all those of the agents of the family, we must have a standard rules and regulations in the home.
Wow.
Know your limits, know what you can do, what you cannot do. So when the child brings something new, it becomes obvious for everybody to see.
Wow.
Especially parents who are always not in the home. You need to set your disciplines there. If you are not, because there is something like, no matter how old you are, as long as you live under my roof, I don't sleep whilst you are awake. It's a must. You can't on the whole telly whilst I am sleeping. Whether you are 30 years or whatever, if you think you're a man, be a man in your own house.
That's right.
The house must be locked. And so even when the little boy read, mommy is sleeping and the telly is on, you see, they will try to tune it down.
That's right.
So when you come out and you scream, they know, I've gone wayward. I think what I'm doing is against the rules. So I think, from what I would say is that, let us not just even use their mistakes to correct them. Let them from bed know the standard in the house. My husband will tell, hey, you can't cry when I want to sleep. He will just shake the baby like that, say, hey, are you crazy? No. Let that baby understand that when daddy comes home to sleep, he has to also sleep. And like Joe gradually, before the child will reach 1 year, they know their limits. They know when to cry and when not to cry. So I think we should do, if we can set the standard there, it will help the children, it will guide them. And when they even go and say, hey, because you see what you have done. Were you not told not to do this, then quickly the child will know, I'm sorry, I'm at fault. And even if you cane the child, he will know that this cane was given to me because I did what was not expected of me. And this can take on, when you go to your company, everywhere, you know that if you don't do what you are supposed to do, what comes out is punishment.
I'll come back to you. Now, Reverend, talking about the setting, I mean, a system in place, you know, I don't know, but some of us as parents, you know, most children would want to look at you, I mean, observe what is in the system and follow suit. And sometimes you see, you want the child to go right, but you, the parent, are going left, but you're expecting the obvious. The obvious. So, what would you say to that?
Thank you very much. We were even thinking of talking about that. You put on the system. You put on the system. It's just like you telling them, I'm above the law. But you are under the law. Understand? You see, when you set a system, you, the parent, must also follow it. You see, there is something we call concomitant learning. As the kids look at you, the parents, they are learning from you.
Wow.
It's an attitude. Unknowingly, they will do what you, the parent, or the guardians are doing. Okay. So in this case, when you set the road down, you are guiding these children for tomorrow. When you set the system down, you yourself follow it. That is very important. Okay. Now, in case the child
goes contrary to the system in the house. As we said, it shouldn't be out of anger. That is one. Another thing is, remember I said it, that the person or that system, it's a child. You are dealing with children. What you know, they don't know. So if you want to discipline them, you must also have a limit. The kind of discipline you applied on the children is also very important.
Wow.
As I said, when you beat them out of anger, next time they will lie. But when a child goes contrary to the system, tell the child to know the outcome or the consequences of that. If the child lies, what will be the outcome of lying? When the child steals, what will be the outcome of stealing?
That's right.
Okay. When the child lies or does something, you shout at him or her. You put panic into that child. So the child will coil back. Probably, Mami Jata, excuse me to say, is in the house. Then Tiger is in the house. So during your absence, Apostle made a statement. She said that it should not, especially with the parents who are not in the house. When the child goes out, the child puts up a behavior. They ask, which home are you coming from? Okay. So if the training is in such a way that if the parents are in the house, the child behaves well. When they are not in the house, then they do whatever they like. It's wrong. So let the child know the consequences of the attitude or why those systems are set in place in the home.
Wow.
You see, if we don't do this, that is why during our absence, our kids misbehave. When they go to school, body houses, they misbehave because it's like it's the father or it's my parent who are saying I should do this. I don't know why they say I should do it. But if you let them understand,
they should have an understanding.
They should communicate with them. Let them know why you are telling them not to do, with you setting the example. I believe when these things are put in place, it will help. Parents must also be under the system in the home.
They are not exempted from the system at all.
Unless if it happens that the parent, like for instance, we are ministers, you tell the kids sleep by 8:30. Sometimes I come to church program, we close it around 11 p.m. Okay, let the child know that daddy is going to church, daddy is having a program, we'll get home late. But before I come home, please sleep. Don't say daddy is not in the house, so and so. Why? Tomorrow you'll be going to school. For this reason, you have to go to bed early. Okay, let the child know why daddy is back late. Why the daddy is not sleeping by 8:30 or mom is not sleeping by 9:30. If they understand, it will be easy. Let me say this again. Our children should not be responsible only when we are in the house. Discipline goes with discipleship.
That's right.
Okay. A disciple is a follower. So you, the parents, if you want to train your children, bring them up, you want to discipline them, they are followers. Whom are they following?
You.
We know we are all following Jesus. But we are here with them. So they must follow us.
Wow.
A parent, you are teaching your children not to drink. You drink. You are teaching your children not to lie. Just in front of the children, a call comes. You pick the call. And you say, I'm at Malam Junction. I am in Accra. Where the child knows that you are right there. Concomitantly, you are telling your child to lie. The best, like somebody did today, don't pick your phone until you get on the way before you pick it and say, I am here, I'm coming.
That's right.
Don't pick the phone.
That's right. That's right.
You see, avoid picking the phone. When you get somewhere, then you say, oh, I'm on the way, this is where I am. It's better for you to pick the phone and lie. You can be coming with your kids, the phone is belling, tell the kids, put it down, don't take it. On the way, then you
sure
pick
it's
it.
just a way of being diplomatic. In some,
So let's set example. They are following us. they are following us. So what we do, if you quickly get angry, the kids are following you.
Follow us. I'll be right back to you. Now the program still continues, and it is the Weekend Family Review Show right here on GTV Live. And you know, here we say we are bringing the families together and reshaping society for tomorrow's generation. We are actually discussing child discipline and upbringing. Sometimes I know it gets quite tough handling some children in our home. Not only those young children, even some adult children. Let me use the word adult children. Those in their teens and the adolescents, they are even the most dangerous ones. I mean, when they get to learn all these things on campus and peer pressure and all those things and friends influencing them here and there, and you, the parent, you get to battle with some of these things. But you know, God's grace is available for all of us. We will be able to handle one or two things. But just pick up our WhatsApp line, let your WhatsApp come in, and you can also visit Facebook page with me, Evangelist Johnny Dollarich, and let's get the show going. And let me go to our Lady Apostle, and she'll continue for us. Let's see. Talking about where the children are really observing, and they look up to you and all that. And, you know, sometimes you have your system in place, all right, but external, you know, some children get influenced. They go to school as young as they are. They go, and sometimes they come back home. They tell you that my friend says that, my teacher says this, and then they are learning certain things also from outside. When you have that competition of what your system, you have your system in place, but you have another system which is in school, which is outside the school, the playing field and all that, competing with the system you have. How do you massage or to get the best system that you have at home?
Yeah, that is where the difficulties come in. But as a parent, that this is where you really have to put up the system, the discipline measures up. We all know that a child upbringing does not solely depend on parents. That's right. Mostly the society, and that is where the school, their peers, all these things comes in. And when a child is growing, and out of I want to belong and all these things comes in. And this is where it is very important. You know, as a parent, you must know that your child will go to school, will pick up something. After all, you have even sent him or her there to learn, and will come out with new things. But as Daddy said, I'll borrow this one. Let the child understand why we do our things this way. When the child goes out there with this understanding, that the reason why Daddy is saying lying is bad is because it will take us to hell. That's right. So when another child tells you that, oh, let's spend some time here, when you go home, tell Daddy that we're doing homework, the child, because of the understanding he had about lies, will tell, no, my father said if I lie, I will go to hell. Let them also even understand, as young as they are, they should understand the difference between hell and heaven. If you believe, and I know we are Christians, or whatever faith you have, let them know why you even have that faith. I remember my child calls herself the junior apostle. We asked her, why do you call yourself junior? She said, yes, I'm next to mommy. Wow. I want to be like her. And as we are saying, we disciple them. They follow our steps and everything. He said, in case of anything, you will not see somebody standing by her, but you see her talking to God. And before you know it, mommy has gotten the answers. And I shout about it. God has done that. God has done that. So anytime they go out, no matter what you tell them, since number one, they understand what you are doing as a mother. They understand what you are doing as a father, and they see the resource that comes out. So now they understand, they know it, they have practiced it. So though they will copy someone, they will do someone. Yes, and as soon as they copy to the reason why the system is good, as soon as they copy, you notice that this is not the standard in the house. That's right. I see it, like my little girl try to speak some weird way. I mean, I like giving knock. I don't use I just knock her like that. I say, quickly, I didn't tell her why I knocked her. He said, oh, the way I'm talking, that is why mommy. But there is a girl in my class. I like her. And anytime she's talking, she tries to prove like somewhere. I said, no, you are not that girl. Here, when you are talking, you talk well. You open your mouth and you talk. That is how we talk. and we want people to hear us. We are not showing off.
That's right.
So don't behave like that girl is trying to show off. Maybe that is the standard in their home. That is not here. And I realized since then, it changed. So when the standard is there, it will help you to notice the differences. And then you correct them. This is where the corrections comes in. But I will not doubt that it really hurts. Sometimes it's difficult. It's difficult. And because of that too, you must be very careful where you send your child to school. Don't just send your child to any school.
That's right.
You have to watch that. The kind of teachers, sometimes I engage them. One teacher called mine, hey, tell your dad to bring the school fees. I went and I said, let that be your last time.
Wow.
Why are you telling, do you deal with the child? You deal with me. Never do that. And then I had to tell my child, go and tell your teacher, if she has not received her pay, then you should go to the master because I have paid. And you know, I was joking, like we should be very careful. The child went and told the teacher that my mom said she has paid the school fees. It is your master who hasn't given the money to you. The woman laughed and laughed, but when I said, no, you shouldn't do that. They are children. We don't have to let them know some of the challenges we go through. We should show that. And because we are open to them, everything they come back to tell us.
That's right.
Once you notice the difference, they will tell you, oh, we na catch me, we na see ye ni say, we na see ye koni say. So still, I insist that once the systems are there, and you as daddy said, don't be above the law.
That's right.
Don't be, because we copy easily than worse. What you do, your attitude, we copy it easily than the words you speak. So you should set example for the children to don't say, don't drink alcohol every night, you are booze, don't chase, and all the things you are saying is wrong, you are doing it. In that way, you're also teaching them another language, that because you are a kid, don't do it. When you grow, you can do it. That is what you are telling them in there. So do it, set the example. You said don't leave bowls, don't finish eating and leave the bowl at the table. Set the example for the child to know.
That's right.
It's either you call somebody to take, and even I used to call people, oh, come and take this thing. I realized that the little boy too would sit on the chair and say, hey, Kwame, come and take it.
Wow.
So I said, no, you pick it yourself. I am older than Kwame, so I tell Kwame to pick. So you too, Kwame will tell you to bring it.
That's
So
right.
if Kwame did not ask you to pick the bowl, pick it yourself.
That's right.
These are some of the things we have to be detailed. If we can be detailed, then we will be able to, at least even if we can eradicate it all, we can minimize the indiscipline in the system. No matter where they go, what they learn, I think then 70% they copy from the home. So we should do our best, set the system, monitor what the new things that they bring in, help them to delete those ones then we think we don't like, we delete them out of it, and by so doing we will shape them for a better country.
Now, this question is to the both of you, so you just keep pondering over it, and that has to do with, you know, there's some home, the certain, you know, so to say, by the grace of God, you know, they have everything. When they say everything, you know, the family is living under comfort. So the children grow under mercy. I mean, as to whether discipline or no one cares. And, you know, these children can do anything they want. And I'm talking about even the fact that when a child even eats, the child even have to learn even how to clean the bowl himself, or, you know, that kind of thing. And they talk anyhow because mother has it, father has it, and life is so rosy. So as to that nature of self-discipline for them is not there. When like I said earlier that literally to talk about the fact that zookeeping, you know, there's no shaping, there's no kind of direct kind of, let's say, let's do this or let's not do this. When children are in the house and everything is like open, do whatever you want to do. I don't know.
Thank you very much. You see, when we talk about discipline, we are saying that you living within the norms of society. So if you are not disciplined, then you can live in society. Discipline is for you to be accepted in society. You see, there is something I study in psychology, abnormal behavior. And abnormal behavior, anybody who is abnormal is somebody whose behavior does not conform to the accepted norms of society. So anybody who behaves not according to norms of society, that person is abnormal. Okay. So now, this discipline we are talking about, your child, not only in the home, the child goes out. For instance, if everybody walks forward, your child goes and start walking backwards.
Forgive.
No. Everybody, when you get into society, you want to drive. In Ghana, it's right-hand drive.
And the person starts a car is going left way.
You see, so when we talk about discipline, it's just about how to bring up your children so that they will be accepted by society. So if the home is loose,
that's the
then
word, loose.
Then you are saying that your children, even as they grow to adulthood, they shouldn't be accepted by society. Whatever they do may go abnormal. So I believe that there shouldn't be any home. And I also believe that whatever it is, whether the home is loose or not, there is some form of discipline which is not accepted by society.
You see, this question I asked has to do with that kind of system where you see parents don't have direct touch on the children. You know, daddy is going up and down. He comes, it's either the house help or the garden boy. You know, they kind of grow in the hands of the housemaids and all, you know, people, different people, instead of direct father and mother link.
That is very wrong. Let's all accept that the mother working, leaving the house 5 a.m., coming back 8 p.m., the kids are sleeping. Saturdays, they go for funeral. Sundays, they go to church. I believe it is wrong. You see, I want to say that is me. Some of this system we have now in the world is the strategy of the enemy to destroy families.
Wow.
Some of the things we watch on the TV, now our educational system is even saying that the parent will go to work, even weekend schools, even Sundays, they go to school. To me, I may be wrong, but to me, it's the strategy to scatter the family.
That's right.
So I want to say, in that regard, it is wrong and unacceptable. We shouldn't accept that. Every parent must have time for the children. You see, that house help, whatever it is, either your house help, your own mother, or your own father, cannot train your children the way you wanted them to go. It's very important.
Wow.
To add to this, the Bible says, spare the rod and
spoil the child.
Okay. To me, when I look down, I study this rod issue. It is not only picking a cane or hitting the child. I just said, I hit my boy. He got hurt.
That's right.
Which is wrong.
Totally wrong.
Truly, I had to go back and apologize to him.
Some parents don't even know how to apologize to their children.
Yes. But I have to, my case, I have to go and apologize to them. I do that. I noted that I was wrong. Okay. There are many rods to use to discipline the child so that the child will not be hurt, always having mind that daddy is wicked or mom is wicked. After explaining to the child, sometimes you can ask your child maybe to if they are in a room, go and stand at the corner for some time. Within 10-5 minutes, that child will come back. He or she will feel the pain. Sometimes it's also wrong to discipline your child by saying that you will not eat. Up to this time, you will not eat. That thing is wrong. That will not give you food. It's wrong. Exclusion. Stay here for some time. Today, because of this, stay here for some time. It's some of this and other ones which we can even come out with. They are all good ways of disciplining the children. Not only using
the rod and the cane and all that. Lady Apostle.
Yeah, just to, I think you have almost fused two things together, which are very important about rosary parenting. That's what I term it, and absence. Number one, this is one thing that I think, let me limit it to Ghanaians. We must understand this trait. It really hurts me. I don't know. The fact that we have it in abundance doesn't mean we should waste it.
That's right.
The fact that, you see, because some of us, we grew up from poverty, struggling, we think, and we admire children who had it all, and we call them spoiled child. Why should my riches cause me to spoil my generation, my future? Right. That is wrong. That is not love. That is wickedness. If you're a parent and you think because you have it in abundance, I need 10 toffees, go and get it. I don't get it. That is not parenting. Wow. That is wickedness. No, you see, like now my kids always laugh in the house. When you get inside and like we have calipos, it's meant for snack. That is why we bought it. I have made my budget. It's 24 in a box. It means when I throughout the 2 weeks, I don't have to. And then the child will come in the morning, take it night. No. As soon as they open the door and I'm the one inside, mommy is there, forget it. They will open and their father is there. It seems cool for them. And then one day I called them, I said, not that I don't want you to have the drink. Number one, too much sugar is not good for you.
That's right.
We give it to you too for a purpose. So that when you go to school, during that intervals, you can take it to at least minimize your hunger for the main lunch. So it's for a purpose. That is, I said, no. Bra Kwame said, mommy came from poor home and he didn't used to get calipo. And that is why he doesn't want you to have it in excess. That is what the young boy man told my children, that is the case. I said, maybe he may be right. I didn't have it in excess. But that doesn't also mean I should let you waste it.
That's right.
What if I'm not there? Who will give you all these things? No, parents must come to a level that we are bringing the next generation up. Remember, it's not only about your home. It's also about the company where you go and work. The marriage that you get inside. When he comes home and the wife can have, maybe things are not going well today, this is what we can afford. Then the girl who has been spoiled by the father says, and my father used to get me everything and you can't get me, I'm getting out of the marriage. And you are, remember, your inability to bring your child up in a disciplined way, that child is going to cause divorce rate high.
That's right.
Cook. He can't do anything.
I'll be discussing that topic very soon. My goodness.
No, you have to bring up the child in a way to know that for me, we did the neighbors who feel crowd case. One addition and they link it to be say I'm not being, but this is mine. I'm bringing you up. There should be. If you eat this, eat that. Leave the rest. Keep it well. It can be used for the next day, or you can even give it to somebody who doesn't have it. But you bring. I need toffee. Take it. I need this. When I'm even coming with you from church to the house, and you see yogurt. Okay, one. Let me be fair. We have clothes. You are hungry. Let me give it to you. And then on the way, pocket. No, you can't get it that way. It shouldn't be done.
Everything you see,
you want. By the time I even finish my own dinner, you don't eat. No, that is not the right way. And then you put the food on the table. Mommy, today I don't like this one. No, it is a standard. Eat everything on the table before you even suggest. If you have a say, then you say it before we cook.
That's right.
After the meal, you have nothing to say. Wow. This is what we have decided.
Wow.
Today, we gave you the privilege as children. Decide what we want this. We prepared, all of us, everybody. This is what we have to do to the children. It shouldn't be that because we have it. Yes, I can afford. I can give you that. I can take you there. It doesn't mean I should do that. Because I'm not going to be there for you forever.
Wow.
And two, I am preparing you to become a parent. What if you don't get the chance I got? What if you don't marry the man I marry? What if you don't get the job I got? Must that child kill? Oh, no, cause frustration our system. And you know, I will for this one go straight to the parent.
That's right.
No matter how much you have, let the child live according to a certain standard. Don't abuse what you have. You can reinvest it in so many other things. Even as at now, they know what if you ask for book, it comes easily. But there are certain things I want to go to more every Saturday. What do you do there? No, there should be a limit. And
That's right.
Talking about you not being home too, sometimes whether we like it or not, unfortunately, our system has put us there. Let's take some of us, for instance. In the morning, we can be home. From 4 o'clock, my business starts. 4 o'clock, my business starts. The church system is mostly in the evening, especially when the revival moves. You have to be here, be there. But there is a certain agent I have in the house. You are passing, like, quickly I found out, hey, who told you that? It's because I came from poor home, that's why I train you. He mentioned the name. I will draw you closer in front of the case, and then I will discipline you. So I'm not only disciplining my case. Everybody that I know, you are agent and you are a factor. I told you that even the teacher. I said, change your language towards my children. Don't be telling them these things about me because you are an agent to my child's upbringing. I have to, the Bible said, train up.
The system affects everybody.
So
that has to
when I spot that you are the cause, I deal with you.
That's right.
Because I know you have influence one way or the other.
Right.
The 30%, you are doing something. So let's check all those things. You come and that girl that is staying in your house, taking care of your daughter, always wearing something short, trying to put off her concentration is only on makeups, everything painting. Hey, sweet girl, please, I beg you, my daughter is here. Put up something better. Dress the way I dress. Copy me and let my child copy you. Apostle Paul said, imitate me as I imitate Christ.
That's right.
So do what I do. This is my home. I'm in charge. So you don't have to limit it to only your children. Everybody you feed, you must control that person.
Goodness.
Because they are agents in your children's upbringing. That is how I see it. And it doesn't matter whether I have 10 billion. What you deserve is what you get. Not excess. And if we can do that, I think the children will grow up knowing this is why we have politicians who are abusing the system.
My goodness.
They know once it is there, spend it. So if they can't even find any good reasons to spend, let's spend it on ladies' buttocks. All this started from the home. When you go and the rice is there, pick as many as you can, throw the rest away. And that shows, say, ma pampa meba. What's saying? We are what did some money, and we should be very careful.
Some years ago, I've heard one of our former president who is still alive, when the wife was granted an interview and she said their kids wash, their house help doesn't wash their things for them. Wow. They wash, they cook, and I said, wow. I was really shocked. And I want to say this is what we the parents should emulate. We allow the house helps to do everything. Now, when we are doing that, we are rather shaping the future of the house helps
and spoiling
our children.
That is
you see, in fact, my wife used to be a house help. Now, what she's doing, I don't know what the children of those people she stay with are doing now. Now she's used to everything.
Wow.
She can do everything.
Wow.
You see, so when we are doing that, we are rather
training
people's children
and neglecting our own
children. You pack everything. They eat, as we were saying, when after eating, house help to go and pack. They remove their things down, they will go and pack, go and sweep their rooms for them, and those who and our kids are rather sitting down. We are rather destroying them.
Wow.
Okay, we are rather destroying them and then shaping the future of other children.
Interestingly, a young lady, and when she was about to get married, and she approached me, she came and she was talking to me like she didn't know how to cook. She didn't know how to even touch onion or tomato, and she was getting married. And I looked at when they settled. You know, when she met a gentleman, they used to go out here and there, so she thought it was going to be like that. And now the reality set in, and she started finding herself wanting. And
they call on phone when they are preparing okra, so they will be on the phone and call somebody. How do we prepare it?
She openly told me that now she has regretted how the mother and the brother, because they had almost everything.
And this child will hit you
from the washing to, but I mean, and school.
No.
And now she can't do anything for herself.
This is wrong because it's very wrong. Parents must take notice of that.
Wow.
We must really take notice. I remember some time ago, almost all our cars were down, and we asked them to take trotro. My firstborn said, Mommy, I'm not used to it. I said, you are not used to what? For what you just said, the whole of this week, no car. You will use it. And when you even close, bring them as far as the roadside, pick a car and let them come home. Who taught you that you are not used to it? No, listen, parents, we should be very careful. We should be very careful. Can you imagine their homeworks, though they are as young as 4 years, she dressed herself. I'll only straighten it for you. Because I'm busy, like I'm coming here. Now, should I finish my own, dress my husband, dress everybody, all of... No, I put your things there. Wear it. That's
right.
You help them to come out, but let them do it. They clean every day. There is somebody to clean, but you will clean and lay your bed. The only thing he said, Jesus has arranged my bed well for me. I was just laughing. He said, I was praying that mommy will beat me when I don't do it well. But Jesus has organized it well. No, somebody had to go back. But let the child know that it is your responsibility to lay your bed. These are some of the things, parents, please. The fact that you are paying somebody to help you doesn't mean say
wow.
We should be very, very careful. And as we are saying, no matter how busy you are, it will be a nyamre. Listen, the things that these kids know, you have no idea.
Sometimes if you engage them in conversation,
it will beat your mind. It will be. A small girl at 4 will tell you that, Mommy, it is good for ladies to maintain their virginity. Why?
My goodness.
These are some of the things
she has
heard and really needs somebody to explain. These are all part. If you don't teach them, somebody will teach them.
My goodness.
The small girl, 9 years, has started coming out very young and things is abnormal. They are saying you are too small to develop breast. And they came to me and said, Mommy, they are laughing at me. I said, no, that is not wrong. The same way. When I had my own earlier than it, so don't be bothered. It's normal, it makes you look beautiful. You encourage the person. And then you will not listen to anybody. But they themselves will even start insulting you, coming. And in fact, we must tell parents that whether you have it or you don't have it, discipline is non-negotiable.
It's not negotiable.
It's a responsibility of the parents, society, and this time when we're talking about family, senior brothers, young brothers, everybody in the house must get involved in bringing up the young ones up. And if we do that, then we are bringing the whole nation to a right direction. So let's do our best.
Let's do our best.
Let me add this. Let me add this to it. You see, it's not only maybe using a rod, let me put it that way. Sometimes we can also compliment them for good things done. Anytime the system is followed, you've done well. You've done well. Some of these things, encouraging them. I believe it's also a form of motivation that will keep them doing the right thing. All what we are saying is that our kids are tomorrow leaders.
Wow.
For that reason, whatever we teach them, whatever training we give them, whatever discipline we take them through will affect their tomorrow.
Wow.
Let us follow the right discipline so that tomorrow society will be good and you, the parents, you will enjoy.
And you will surely enjoy. And that is our core mandate, is to bring the families together and reshaping society for tomorrow generation. And on that note, let me say a big thank you to Reverend Benulai Zotu for passing through and being a blessing to us on this show. Reverend, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
I'm so blessed. And our Lady Apostle Lillian Kuma, and she's so fantastic. And thank you. Thank you. Thank you. You've been such a blessing to us. And viewers, I want to say a big thank you for being part of the show. But once again, let me say happy birthday to my daddy, Bishop Dr. Yao Owusu Ansah, Resurrection Power and Living Bread Ministries, my father's house, Danso Man. You are such a great man. Thank you, and God bless you. I mean, may you age with health and strength. It's my prayer for you that even as you age, may you begin to have your oil spread upon other people all over this country. God richly bless you. We love you so much. And let me also salute Reverend Solomon Latte. Life International Church will be coming to you, and we love you so much. And your wife, your beautiful wife, and the church, we love you so much. And all my pastor friends and Apostle Kwame Boateng Sapon. You are such a father. God bless you. And to you all, what can I say? God bless you, my crew. And today you guys were such awesome. I love you. I salute you. We'll see you same time next week. But remember, God is still on his throne. You will never fail. Trust me, you will never, never fail. We'll see you same time next week. God bless you.
Weekend Family View. My name is Akweswe Chepon, and I want you to be watching Weekend Family View with Dollarich. If you hear Dollarich, he's a rich man, and he gives you rich words that you never ever forget. Stay tuned and always enjoy. I love you so much. Bye.
Greetings to all of you. I want you to watch Weekend Family Review with Dollarich. Now, this is a platform where you get deeper understanding from the spiritual side, what family is about. All of us, our source is a family. So it is here you can get answers, insight, and foresight as to what your family will be. Keep watching. Don't lose it. Next week.
When I think upon your goodness and your faithfulness each day, I'm convinced it's not because I am worthy to receive the kind of love that you give, but I'm grateful for your mercy, and I'm grateful for your grace, and because of how you've poured out yourself, I have come to sing this song out in praise.
Who am I, Lord?
Who am I to sing your praises?
Who am I to worship you, Lord?
Who am I to worship you?
Yeah.
It's your blood that makes the difference in me,
And made a way.
and made a way to enter into your throne. I could not come near your presence.
I could never sing your song, Lord.
Never sing your song.
Yeah.
But the sacrifice on Calvary's tree
Is the reason.
is the reason I can cry out
my Lord.
Weekend Family View. My name is Upbringing, and I want you to be watching Weekend Family View with Dollarich. If you hear Dollarich, he's a rich man, and he gives you rich words that you never ever forget. Stay tuned and always enjoy. I love you so much. Bye.
Greetings to all of you. I want you to watch Weekend Family Review with Dollarich. Now, this is a platform where you get deeper understanding from the spiritual side, what family is about. All of us, our source is a family. So it is here you can get answers, insight, and foresight as to what your family will be. Keep watching. Don't lose it. Next week.